What's up, guys? It's Sasha, and welcome to my channel for the first time. What the fuck took me so long? I have no idea. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an introduction to what my channel is going to be about. It's going to be about a culmination of things. It'll be about certain aspects of my day-to-day life, but also it will document my journey as an artist, recording artist, actor, dancer, all of those things, entertainer, performer, all of that. Yes, I'm all those things. And during that process, I happen to be juggling a full-time job. I run some of the biggest nightclubs in LA, and the balancing act, juggling act that I do is on another level. I've been through every situation imaginable in this industry, and I've been a full-time artist. I've been an artist who has a side job, and I think that it's not talked about enough, that there are many people, not just in the entertainment industry, across many industries, that are still pursuing what they really want to do with their life, what they're passionate about, what drives them, what moves them. And life has responsibilities, as we all know, and sometimes those people are also still holding down a regular job. Specifically being an artist, that shit is not really the move to have a regular job. I don't want to call it a regular job, who hold down a non-artist job that are not comfortable speaking out about that, or they hide it, or they feel ashamed of it, or they feel like weird about it for some reason. And I think that stigma is corny, and it's old, and it's tired. And as I was going through this process, recording my EP, creating visuals, doing all the things that you do as an artist, I write as well. So I'm A&Ring my project. I'm also the artist. I'm doing the logistic part of it. I'm paying for all my shit. There is no like Wizard of Oz behind the curtain moment here. I am the wizard behind the curtain. And yeah, I just thought that it was insane not to document. One day I was in the studio, going back and forth with the writer. We were, creating a record from scratch, and I was getting phone calls from work back to back. Something that's very normal for me to balance and to deal with. And the writer that I was working with that day was like, yo, how are you not documenting this? Like, this is crazy. And it is something that hopefully so many people can relate to. Like I said, not specific to my industry, just anybody who is busting their ass in their life to make sure that they can provide for the people in their life that they love and for themselves as well. I definitely have certain standards for my life. No matter where my career is at, I expect my life to look a certain way. And I've made sure that that shit happened, whether I was, in the studio and answering phone calls, or whether I was at a point in time doing bottle service myself at these clubs. So anyway, long story short, I just felt like it was something that needed to be shared. Among all the other ridiculous craziness that happens in my life, I hope that this reaches you guys. I hope it touches somebody, even if it's one person. That sounds so cliche, everybody says that, but I really, really mean that. It's not typically in my nature to be the most forthcoming. I've typically been a very private person. That's, my nature is to keep certain things to myself. And that has gradually changed in some ways. I think there'll always be parts of my life that is important to me that I keep private. But as I've been going through certain things and growing and evolving as a person and as an artist, I've just felt so differently about certain experiences that I've gone through, and the purpose of going through those things has changed for me. Or I've just maybe gotten a broader perspective on why I went through those things. I really feel like knowledge is, almost useless if you don't share it. And that's why I've decided to do this, because the same way through my journey, through books that I've read, podcasts that I've listened to, YouTube channels that I watch now that are interview based or anything, I just had like what would seem very apparent, but to me it was an aha moment one day. Like, what if these people weren't sharing these things? What if this author didn't take the time out to write this book and share his or her experiences or whatever it is, would I be growing and evolving as, you know, quickly and well-roundedly as I feel like I am? Probably not, because those points of reference wouldn't be there. And it just felt very selfish and self-serving to keep some of these really instrumental lessons that I've learned to myself. So that was also a huge inspiration for me making this channel. Or as like a point of inspiration, some days this shit is hard. It's just what it is. Like some days I feel like I don't have enough energy or enough time or enough mental space to get everything done. Because if I'm feeling it, I know somebody else is feeling it, and why not be that point of reference? So that's what my channel is going to be about, among many other hopefully entertaining things that just are my life. My mom is a character.
My brain is twerking, but my body is not.
I mean, honestly, at this point, I'm your husband, so.
Yeah, that's great. At this point, I don't have to fuck you.
Oh my. Move it or lose it, sister. We're on the move.
We're on the move now.
We can't be bothered. She's whipping and dipping in these streets.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, hi, sorry.
Fucking 11:25, you're sugar something, you're twat. Getting the hair off of it. You always went to the salon before. Why would you do this now?
Oh my. She's an Italian from Jersey who I just transplanted to LA, so that has been interesting to say the least, and many other things. So welcome to my channel for the first time, and I hope we get to know each other better. That end. So I feel like that's good for over top of shit, right?
Yeah.